Tracker 6. This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we've seen a very nice start to the day today, and we'll continue to see some sunshine before those clouds start to move in and rain showers move in as well. We're seeing temperatures into the 70s, 76 degrees in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 75 in Jackson, 74 degrees down into Hillsdale. Rain is on our doorstep, especially as we head closer to the lakeshore, and that will continue over the next couple of hours and even into tonight. Over the next 12 hours, temperatures do drop back into the 50s with scattered showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder and more clouds in the forecast. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at Noon starts right now.
WMMS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at Noon.
New legislation to combat the issue of human trafficking here in Michigan. It is our top story at noon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kirk Montgomery. Just this morning, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle joined Attorney General Dana Nessel to introduce a bill package that will fight back against trafficking that they describe as modern-day slavery. Karina Prieto was there, and she's here for you now with all the details. Karina, what can you tell us?
Well, Kirk, state health officials say human trafficking is not only a safety issue, but also a public health issue that hits at-risk populations the hardest. Attorney General Dana Nessel says it's happening right here in Michigan. The AG was joined by Republican Senator John DeMoose of Harbor Springs, Democratic Representative Kelly Breen of Novi, and survivor advocates with the Michigan Anti-Trafficking Project. Nessel described the proposed package as survivor-focused and says the laws create protections so victims are treated as such and not charged as criminals because of crimes they were forced to commit. Officials emphasize that human trafficking has no boundaries and can happen in any community.
Human trafficking can take many forms, including forced labor and sexual exploitation. Labor trafficking is found in places you might not suspect, like convenience stores, nail salons, massage parlors, farms, and restaurants. Those being trafficked often don't even realize they are victims or know how to get help, or they're too scared to get help. This is a global industry generating an estimated $236 billion worldwide each and every year.
Well, Nessel also says that the proposed House budget makes cuts to critical funding for programs combating human trafficking, but she's optimistic for negotiations and hopes for this bipartisan package to pass this year. I'll have more for you tonight on 6 News, but for now, Kirk, back to you.
All right, Karina, thank you so much. Also at the Capitol, thousands rallied to urge lawmakers to pass a long-term, equitable, and sustainable road funding package. Zach Priest has been there at the rally all day. He's joining us now live with this live report. And Zach, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Kirk. As you can see, there are crowds of workers here behind me at the Capitol, and they've been here for hours, and they have a few simple messages. 1, save our jobs, and 2, fund our roads. The organizers of this rally say that without Michigan jobs will be at risk. I've spoken to multiple people here today who have told me that as of late, some of their friends and coworkers in the construction industry have struggled to find enough work. They say the goal is twofold: provide better roads for Michiganders to drive on and keep people in the workforce. We spoke to a union rep who says road work isn't just important for the economy, it makes or breaks people's livelihoods.
It's important because they fund people's lives. You could be the person that's working 2,000 to 3,000 hours a year and go down to 1,000 to 500 hours a year. You can't afford to pay your bills and pay your rent and stuff like that.
Now, this rally was supposed to finish up at 11:30 this morning, but as you can see, there's still plenty of people here hanging around. Coming up later tonight on 6 News, we have a look at what state reps are saying about all of this. Here for you in Lansing, for 6 News, I'm Zach Priest.
All right, Zach, thank you. Congress is back in session and driving headfirst into the case of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. Some of the pair's accusers gathered on Capitol Hill today to share their stories. The development comes amid a bipartisan push for the Justice Department to release more documents related to the Epstein case through a discharge petition. Natalie Brand is here for you now with the very latest from Washington.
We're in a sorority that none of us asked to join.
Accusers of the late Jeffrey Epstein, along with their families and advocates, are fighting for transparency.
He was an international human trafficker.
The women say they want the public to know what they endured.
Protect the vulnerable, not the powerful. protect children and survivors.
The news conference comes as Republican Congressman Thomas Massie of Kentucky and Democratic Representative Ro Khanna of California are leading a bipartisan effort to try and force a vote requiring the Justice Department to turn over all files related to the case.
There is something that is rotten in Washington. Less than 1% of these files have been released.
The lawmakers are pressuring the Trump administration to disclose more information about the criminal probes and recently subpoenaed the Justice Department for Epstein records. Analysis by CBS News found much of the release had already been made public, but did include unseen surveillance video outside Epstein's jail cell on the night he died by suicide, as well as the disgraced financier's flight logs documenting travel with young women.
It's so hard to begin to heal knowing that there are people out there who know more about my abuse than I do.
House Speaker Mike Johnson was among the lawmakers who met privately with victims on Tuesday, calling them courageous.
There were tears in the room. There was outrage. It was both, I would describe it as heartbreaking and infuriating that justice has been delayed so long.
It is a cover-up of epic proportions.
Other lawmakers say the House Speaker and colleagues are not doing enough to bring transparency and accountability. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And a major move for the planet from the Vatican as Pope Leo opens a brand new eco-training center just outside of Rome. The Pope Leo Eco Center sits in the lush countryside at Castel Gandolfo. Now that's the historic summer retreat of popes. Now the space that was closed to the public for 400 years is being transformed into a hub for environmental education with a school, gardens, and workshop for kids and farmers.
Inviting people who are Catholic and non-Catholic to be able to create this model together and give the world a sign of hope that the world can be different if we choose to work together to live the very things that we preach.
The Vatican hopes the Green Village will inspire world leaders to take climate action. And Hawaii's Kilauea volcano has resumed erupting and is firing lava high into the sky from its summit crater. It's the 32nd time the volcano has released molten rock since December, when its current eruption began. So far, all the lava from this eruption has been contained within the summit crater inside Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Kilauea is one of the world's most active volcanoes.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we've seen a beautiful day across the area today, and we'll eventually see the sunshine come to an end and our warmer weather pattern also going with it. Right now we're seeing some beautiful blue sky across the area with a little bit of some clouds that are moving in ahead of our next chance of some rain showers. In fact, we're still seeing pretty nice conditions across the area, 76 degrees right now, feeling like 76 degrees even down into the capital. You can see that it is a pretty busy downtown right now. Quiet conditions continue into Grand Ledge, still seeing breezy conditions. 73 degrees, feeling like 73 degrees as well. Down into Jackson, we're having those temperatures into the 70s, 75 degrees, seeing a little bit more clouds moving in, dew points into the 50s, and we're going to continue to see those dew points increasing as we have a little bit more moisture moving into the forecast. 74 degrees into Hillsdale, feeling like 74 degrees. Now, satellite radar is showing that rain is on our doorstep. In fact, we're starting to see some rain showers move into part of the mid-Michigan area, and we'll eventually see that move ahead of this cold front that is going to bring the chance for those heavier rain showers and even the chance for some thunder and lightning. But behind this, that's where we see the dry weather and cooler weather into the end of the week. Let's take you through the next couple of hours. We do see a little bit of those rain showers coming up into the noontime hours, and then as we head into the afternoon and evening, that's when that cold front moves in right around 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock, but then the heaviest rain showers don't move in until the 8 o'clock hour. Now, these are where we have a little bit more heavier rain showers because they're still playing with the daytime heating and that energy from the day. So we could hear some rumbles of thunder and have some locally heavy rainfall in this, and this is all quickly moving out, and we could see these showers linger until early Thursday morning overall, and even into part of the morning commute with just some scattered showers. Overall, Thursday still looking dry for the most part. But how much rain are we going to get? Anywhere from maybe a half to a quarter of an inch is possible, and we do have the chance to see locally higher amounts depending on where that rain falls. So for today, we're going to see those temperatures into the 70s, right around 77 degrees, with average right around 78 degrees, with those rain showers moving in as the day progresses. Tonight, we'll see those temperatures once again into the 40s with mostly cloudy skies, a chance for some rain showers and even a rumble of thunder here or there. Don't be too alarmed by that. We'll just see those locally heavier rainfalls depending on where you are. Now, as we head into Thursday, we see those temperatures back into the 50s and 60s, which is again well below average, considering average is right around 78 degrees. We'll see those partly cloudy skies, and we'll continue to have those cooler temperatures in the forecast, as you can see on our 6-day forecast. We have the chance for a stray shower Thursday morning and even into Friday. We'll continue to have those temperatures only into the 60s by the weekend. We do see a warm up as we head into the start of the work week for next week, with temperatures back into the 70s and overnight lows slowly starting to warm up as well. So we're starting to see our taste of fall continue after we had a few days where we had some late summer-like weather, but we're still going to need the umbrella for today and even into tomorrow.
And so this time tomorrow, dramatically different.
Yes, totally. You'll need that light jacket coming up.
Okay. All right, thanks, Kelsey.